Hey guys, Adam here with AmericanTrucks.com, and today we're taking a quick look at and installing the Corsa 2.5-inch Resonator Delete Kit, available for the 11 to 14 3.5 EcoBoost and 5-liter F150. You should be checking this out if you're looking to delete your factory resonator with a high-quality 304 stainless steel pipe. It's going to open up your exhaust flow to produce a little bit more power. As far as loudness goes, I'm giving this a soft 2 out of 5 on our loudness meter. Now, it's not really focused on volume, but it is going to give you a more aggressive turbo sound, as you just heard from our sound clips. Now, this is also going to make sure that there are no, or at least less, airflow restrictions in your piping by giving you this straight pipe in place of your resonator. Now, it is from Corsa, so you can expect top-tier quality as far as construction. 304 stainless, you get really high-quality flanges, welds, and a nice clamp in order to bolt it right up to your factory exhaust. It is worth noting that it also bolts up to your Corsa Sport catback if you pick that up separately. Now, your Corsa Sport catback really goes from the muffler back to the tip and reuses your factory resonator pipe. Now, the resonator pipe can be swapped out for this, and it bolts right up to that sport system as well if you're looking to delete the resonator there. Now, as far as other catback systems, as long as it has a 3-inch inlet to a 2.5-inch pipe, it will bolt up, but that is at your discretion. Now, this pipe here is going to come in right around $230. Install is going to get 1 out of 3 wrenches on a difficulty meter. You're literally just going to loosen up your factory clamp, remove the 2 bolts, and swap them out. Now, there's new hardware included in the kit. I'll walk you through the whole process on how to bolt it up to your stock system, but if you have the Corsa Sport, it's the exact same process. What do you say we get started? Right, tools used in this install include an impact gun and or a ratchet, 15mm wrench. I recommend using a 13 and 14mm swivel socket, but if you have short sockets, they'll work just as well. 14 and 15mm deep sockets are also recommended. All right, now right in front of our resonator is where we're going to start for the uninstall. There are 2 13mm bolts holding on this flange here. I'm going to use the 13mm swivel socket just because the one on the back side here is a little bit at a weird angle, so this is going to make life easier. All right, get those all the way off and set them aside. Now, on the back side of your resonator, there's a band clamp here. Now, this guy, we're going to use a 15mm deep socket. And I'm going to use my ratchet just because it's facing the drive shaft here, so couldn't really fit an impact gun in place. So now we can loosen this guy up. With that clamp loose and these 2 bolts out of place, let's take this off our flange. And we're basically just going to keep rotating this guy until it disconnects and slide it off. There we go, and now we can set it aside. So we got our factory resonator pipe off of our 11 Eco, and it's on the ground here next to our Corsa 2.5-inch Resonator Delete pipe. Now, as you can see, there's really not a whole lot to talk about here other than the fact that this is going to bump up in quality of materials, and it's going to delete the resonator, of course. Your factory resonator is going to muffle down not only sound, but it's also going to muffle a little bit of power you get by deleting that pipe and getting a better, more free-flowing airflow, and that's what you get here with this Resonator Delete. Now, quality of materials is a big one to note. Now, you can see with this pipe here, which has seen a good amount of miles on our F150, it's looking a little worse for wear. Now, this guy here is a 304 stainless steel, top quality materials in the category, which is what we expect from Corsa. They're a more premium brand out there, so having that high quality is going to last a whole lot longer, especially if you're located in a wintry weather area, seeing a lot of road salt, which we know corrodes not only the exhaust, but of course the underbody of the truck. This is going to hold up in the long run. The nice thing about this too is that it has a flange already included, slid right on the pipe for you out of the box. And the other end is that slip fit, so it's going to slide right onto either your factory exhaust, or if you have a Corsa Sport exhaust, that'll work with that as well if you're just looking to delete the resonator there. So what we're going to do at this point is grab the new hardware included in the kit. We have 2 new bolts here, and head back over to install it. Now, at this point, we can take our resonator delete pipe, and we're going to make sure we slide it onto the factory catback first. Now, if you have a Corsa Sport, it's the exact same process. Ours is just stock. So we're going to slide this guy onto that pipe, make sure it's seated all the way in, and make sure you have a clamp on the end there too. With that seated, bring this up, and you may need to slide it back a little bit to line up with the factory flange. At this point, you want to take your new bolts included in the kit, put those through, grab the nut, and put it on the other side. Do that for both. All right, from there you can tighten these down and then your clamp on the other side. Now for this, I'm going to use a 14mm swivel socket, just like I did in the Uninstall, and a 15mm wrench to hold the nut. All right, so now you can grab a 15mm deep socket and tighten down your clamp. That's going to wrap up my review and install for the Corsa 2.5-inch Resonator Delete Kit, available for the 11 to 14, 3.5 liter EcoBoost, and 5 liter F150. You can get yours right here at AmericanTrucks.com.